everybody. Welcome back to the show. It is that time of the year where we think of giving gifts to people, so why not give the gift of art?
Absolutely. There's a couple things we're going to talk about. First of all, a very special anniversary for Beaumont Studios, and we have Jude Kuzner joining us. How are you?
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
So
Congratulations.
4 years with the Beaumont.
Yay.
For those who haven't been, tell us a little bit about Beaumont Studios.
Beaumont is it's a two-story building, 7,000 square feet, with an art gallery, 16 working art studios that we sublet to other artists who run businesses for themselves, and a 60-seat black box theater for live performance.
Now, this is really sort of taken on a life of its own in a way. I mean, the concept of having artists in the space and everything else, you know, not totally new, but sort of something different for Vancouver when you first started as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I used to run my own glass painting business and had pretty solid career with it, like 10 employees, and sold all across North America.
Everybody recognizes your
Yeah,
martini
the
glasses.
we call it the martini era now.
Yes.
I'm still in mine.
Yeah, really. Well, no, you're not. You have babies now. Yeah.
I'm cool. Don't bust me,
Okay,
man.
sorry.
But it's such a great concept to have it so people that can come in, if they've never been to the
Yeah,
Beaumont,
they
you
can
walk
see.
in, the artists are working, they're
Yeah.
there to talk about their work with you, and you get to meet them.
Yeah, but then in addition to that, like it's everybody's cross-pollinating all their clients. So there's like 35 tenants in total. So everybody's bringing their own business clients in there and running their business, but then they get the opportunity to experience all the other.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yeah, the
talk
other artists.
about
Yeah.
some of this beautiful stuff. This is such an amazing piece here.
This
Tell us
is
about
detail.
this.
Yeah, that is his artist name is Warless Rabbit, and it's all done with ink and
Just
acrylics.
meticulous.
Just he's
Does he
all
wear
of his work is just
glasses
amazing.
by any chance at this
Yeah.
stage? I mean, this is so detailed. Whenever I see things like this, I always just think patience. You know, you got to be in that Zen place to kind of do something. I guess you can't be all over the map.
And he is very zen, actually.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful. I love
And
that.
the next piece we have here,
Oh,
familiar cityscape to everyone. This is a beautiful, very colorful piece. Tell us about the artist a little bit.
This is Laura Zarabeski, and very sort of Joe Average mixed with Tico Kerr style.
Yeah, beautiful.
A lot of her pieces are very grand scale, so when you
This is
actually
just a
feel like
little
you're
one?
in them.
This
Yeah.
is
one
just
of
a
the
small
little
one?
guys. Yeah, my car's only so big. So, and she's actually one of the tenants at the Beaumont as well.
Love
so
that
you'll come and see
idea,
her
the
studio.
movement in it.
And what a great gift for someone, a cityscape like this of Vancouver. It's just gorgeous. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about your work, because of course, you're always running the Beaumont, but you are an artist yourself, Jude. We're going to have a
am.
look at some of your pieces that you brought in today. Is this the Exploding City?
Yes,
Is that what you
this
called
is
it?
Exploding Dragon City.
Love it.
Yes, not everybody can catch the dragons in it, but if you look closely, you'll be able to see them in there.
I can see dragons,
Yeah,
Jude.
I got one.
Yeah.
I got one.
I got one. I got one.
yeah.
I got one. It's a race to see who can.
Yeah,
on
there's-
the right.
there's
Are you a
two.
quiet artist when you paint, or are
No.
you all over the map?
I'm all over the map. Yeah,
She's got
it's hard
paint
to-
all
it's
over
hard
her
to take
body,
off
people.
now, yeah. I do share a studio with other people, and it's chaos.
Well, it
They-
must be so
yeah.
interesting too
They wear
to see
plastic
how
bags.
to see how everybody works. You know,
Yeah.
to get that sensation, and even if you're not an artist, if you're going in there to look at the art or anything else, just to see how people in the mindset when you're creating something.
Yeah, and I mean, I know you guys have been there, so all the studios are glass walled, so you do actually get to look upon.
Yeah.
Jude, I love your stuff. You can really recognize your work. Tell us about this guy.
This is part of the Exploding Heart series, which is what's being showcased on Friday at the opening and for the Christmas season. And one of the best parts of being in the Beaumont is the mentoring and the learning from other artists and collaborating on pieces. So I never used to work with ink, and I was always an acrylic and sort of texture-based artist, and one of the girls that worked there was an illustrator, and I was like, ooh, ink.
How do
What
you
can we
do
with
that?
And
this?
is this your
And so
first
just
solo
sort of-
exhibit that's at the Beaumont?
It's not totally solo. I'm actually sharing with a photographer.
Yeah,
But it's the
okay.
first time I've done a showcase of only like my actual art.
Does
Those
it make you
random
nervous when
pieces.
people are
A little
coming
bit.
by and it's all your
little
stuff
bit.
and they're milling around?
Yeah, definitely. It's
You know-
your heart on your sleeve. So.
Yeah, I can imagine. You sort of do stay or
Okay,
do
let's talk about some of the other items because, well, panties are art.
Best panties in the world. Won't even kid you. Every girl at our studio wears these panties
They
now.
make your bum look
yeah,
good.
They do. They really. I can't even talk highly enough about them. I don't know how. What is like the lace that she
Just
uses
the
is
cut.
soft. She uses cotton in the whatever that part is you call that. Yeah. And
Would
the
you
name,
like me to
Cutie Pie by
take a guess
Katie.
at what you would call that part?
Yeah.
I think that's probably a bad idea, actually.
Pretty adorable, though.
Yeah, beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
So she has a fan base within the studio
She
as
has
well.
a fan base in the studio and in the outside world. She
Just the way your
she
hair
sells to
would
a lot
peek
of the,
through, Mike.
A lot of the stores around Vancouver carry her stuff, like Hotbox and Twig and Hottie and Beauty Mark, places like that.
And you have some great jewelry as well. Tell us about this stuff.
This is Rosie Harris, an amazing, talented silversmith and jeweler. A lot of her stuff, I find anyways, and maybe I could be wrong, is it's very Indian sort of feeling, very Aboriginal, even though she isn't, but just really eloquent stuff.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And just something completely different right
just
here
to-
with these little
just to
dudes.
completely change it up. This is Benson Musiev. I'm actually not pronouncing it correctly, I'm sure, but he's a sculptor and a total boy.
Cool.
Yeah, so this is
Great collector pieces.
definitely
This is my big breakdancing move, this one right here. So when I bust it down on the floor, that's what I do.
breakdancing lizard.
Yes. They're really cool, though. I mean, that's some
well-
detail and all that stuff.
And this stuff here is
Yeah.
so cool.
These are Paulina Nowak, and she designs them here in Vancouver, but has them actually made up in Poland, which is her heritage as well. She does
Beautiful.
these. I think she's got a few rings as well, like the little fork rings, and
Very cool.
yeah.
What happens to
And-
your old family silver? You just never know
You know,
after it goes out.
recycling at its best. Switching gears.
And these are.
There you go.
Someone told me that you bounce a little bit to get these to.
Okay, so this is
So we've all got some.
Savvy Fonda Petting as her company name, and she actually does nipple tassel workshops, or I think it's called pasty workshops, but
Yeah, you mean where
And
she
so
teaches people how to
where
make them or how to
She teaches
use
you how
them?
to make them and use them, so it's like great
So
for
you can get them
stagettes and
one going one
showers
way and one going the other way
well,
by the end of the
I
tutorial?
always kind of thought, not that I've necessarily tried them, but
Dude.
I've always thought that you would kind of do like a shoulder thing, but in fact you're just supposed to bounce. Maybe trade secret. that
Boy,
I
you
might
know,
have
I
to
can-
maybe
you can
take
learn
the
in the
workshop.
Beaumont.
I could watch this all day. This is
So,
the best
yeah.
ever.
I wanted to completely switching gears
Okay,
again.
back
Talk
to art.
about these little pieces here. Tell us about this artist.
This artist, her name is Miranda Corkum, and she's 13 years of age.
What?
Her family are super talented artists. Her father, Brian, is a landscape artist. Her sister is a digital graphic artist. And I don't know where these kids got
13.
it from. 13, and
Wow.
these are amazing pieces. But the pieces that, like the big pieces we've got, are so meticulous and with the
That's
perspective
stunning.
on them. And I actually just noticed when we got here that they've got little sayings on the side. It's like, and when I saw you, time stood still. And so you've got like the little thingies that are blowing in the
cool.
wind and stuff.
And I know
yeah,
we're pretty
13
much out of time, but we have to.
Oh, yeah, you have
I'm
to go to these
scared
guys.
to
Don't
even.
pick that one up. Pick this one up.
Okay, I'm gonna pick this one
Yeah,
up
he's got the light on him.
because these are so
Can we turn 'em on?
rad.
Yeah.
There you go.
So he's become a nightlight.
He's a nightlight. You hang him on
And
the
this
wall.
is
Yeah.
driftwood that,
This driftwood, his name's Kevin Davies. And
love it.
It's, yeah, super amazing.
and he's
Talented.
Well, this is just a fraction of what you can see at the Beaumont Studios. If you want to check them out, the Beaumonts are having their big art sale Friday, November 28th. The Christmas sale goes all the way through there, as you can see. But the big party is happening Friday night, and anybody
Friday
can come
night,
by.
7 p.m. until whenever we kick everybody out. But yeah, everybody's welcome. The more the merrier.
And
our
it is
place.
always a good time, and you get to meet the artists and talk to them about their work. It's just a great place to go hang out.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're having a Vancouver Canuck fashion show after this. Jump.